welcome to this final session for now. I'll just mute all, so there's a good wee crowd again. Paul is recording it probably. So I admit, Paula noticed right away, I admit, I hold my hands up, I have had my hair cut. I'm sorry guys for those that haven't, but it's been 14 or 15 weeks and I couldn't cope with it any longer. I was literally, it was in mounds and mounds and mounds, and I was tearing it out. So I've had my hair cut, but if the police arrive to arrest me and take me away, I will serve my time. And I'm not going to drop anybody in it. I'm not going to mention names unless you want the name for the hairdresser. Just joking. Okay, everybody. So today is Indian Head Massage Week. Okay, so we'll do that. We'll do our usual just wee meditation, and we'll do our breathing practice. We will do our poses, and then we'll do our Indian head massage, and we'll finish with our meditation. And on my Facebook page, Well Worth It, I've written a wee piece there just about why we breathe in and out through the nose in yoga, or why we breathe in and out through the nose, and why it's good to practice to just, so that becomes our default breathing rather than in and out through the mouth. Okay, so I was sitting just at the desk the other day and I noticed myself just automatically breathing in and out through the nose, and I thought, God, that's great, that's progress. Okay, but again, it just takes practice and awareness. Okay, am I breathing in and out through the nose or the mouth, or what am I doing? Now, we've talked a lot about emotion and emotion during the pandemic, okay, and storing emotion, and that, you know, the stored emotions are then become memories. Okay, there's another level to this too, and people will know this commonly from grief. This is not a we let emotion out and then that's it. We store emotion in layers. Okay, so we store emotion in layers within the body. So that's why it's common, people say grief goes through stages, and it does, because you unwrap a layer. It's like pass the parcel. You unwrap one layer of emotion, and then you unwrap another layer of emotion, and therefore it takes time. Okay, and while working on one part of us, whether it be impatience or anger, will affect all the other emotions, because the emotions are all stored, sometimes jumbled together, and they're all stored as layers. Okay, so if you imagine your emotions, and if we've suppressed them especially, or we've held on to them, they're in layers, and it's like passing the parcel. So for example, when someone dies, there's a lot of emotion around that. There's a lot of grief expression, and that is only the beginning of the process. Okay, so as you store sort of love and all the other positive emotions in the body too, and they're very, very deeply rooted, so too are the negative emotions, and the negative emotions will be released too, in layers, or in times we don't expect, or in ways we don't expect. So for example, after my mother died, there is in Ireland, of course, the lovely celebration through, you know, the wake and people gathering, or there has been before the pandemic anyway. And then there is the funeral, you know, which is not an ordinary service, it's a requiem, and which is a celebration. And then you have, you know, still people calling for a period of time. And then there is the sitting just with yourself. And that's when a lot of people choose to be busy, and therefore that starts the process of burying or suppressing the emotion, or not letting out, but it will creep up on us. So I remember, you know, 8 years later, I was sitting at work in Fermanagh House there in Enniskillen, and this is before I moved to work for the gold mine in Gortin. And I remember the lady, who's one of the ladies in the office, said, you know, they were just talking about their mothers or whatever it is your mother still alive, Anne? And she looked up, and I was just bawling my eyes out. Okay, completely unexpected, unpredictable, and that is the way emotion works. And the same with anger. Okay, so if we have anger from something in childhood, it actually comes out for something that is completely unpredictable, or something that happens that pisses us off. It may not be the anger around that particular event or what happened, but it is the anger that we have stored from something maybe that happened to us previously. Now, you can be angry at something that happens here and now, and it's not a buried emotion or a memory. But a lot of the time it is. So there's an excellent article on the internet. You can just Google it. I was reading it on Sunday night. It's called Meditation, the Future Medication. It's quite easy to understand. There are some medical terms. I kind of, Google them or look them up or jump over them, whatever, but you get the sense, okay? You're okay, Dale, don't worry. I'm only talking. We haven't really started yet. It's Indian Head Massage Week tonight, Edel, or today, so you're just going to need some nice oil for the hair. And it's by Dr. Advesh Sharma. Now, I always do talk about meditation equals medication, but this is a scholarly article. So why is meditation the future medication? It increases brain serotonin. And I keep saying to people, don't come off your antidepressants or your anti-anxiety tablets. Don't throw them in the fire. Don't throw them in the river, okay? Don't come off them. But over time, meditation increases your brain serotonin naturally. It also decreases the stress hormones, so adrenaline and cortisone. And cortisone especially is a very, very, very powerful hormone. And if you have inflammation, you're going to have a lot of cortisone in the body, okay? And also histamine. So this is why people with allergies take antihistamine. You have a lot of histamine in the body. And then it also increases acetylcholine, okay, which is involved in memory and attention and retention. So 40% of dementia, guys, is preventable. And again, it's through things like meditation, focusing activities. So if you do crosswords, concentration activities, and of course meditation's about concentration too, and it's known as the fourth state. So you have your awake state, and remember these all correlate to your brain waves. So you have your awake state, which is your beta brainwave. You have your meditative state, so we're starting to come down into your alpha. You have then your sleep and your dreaming state, and you're starting to come down then sleep and dreaming into your theta and your delta brain waves, okay? And of course, the meditation one, in the awake state, this is the one where your brain's going, right, I have to go, do. And your meditative state is the one where you're awake and you're alert, but you're awake and you're alert, but you're also in behind that busy mind that exists in your alert awake state, the beta state. So it's only 20 minutes a day. Start 20 minutes a day, but start off 5 or 10, 15. I would do typically 20 minutes a day. That would be it. And I would know, right, that's it. That's enough for me. 20 minutes a day, once to twice a day. For the physical benefits, decreased heart rate and blood pressure, increased blood flow and supply to the brain and the heart, positive changes in your electrocardiogram, so your heart rate activity, and skin resistance, believe it or not, skin resistance. But remember, what we're doing in all of this is you're slowing the body down, and the body in a slow, relaxed, digestive state is a healing state. Improved sleep and digestion, less irritability, anxiety and depression, less frequency and duration of illness. So guys, since I started to do yoga 4 years ago, I have not had a day off sick, okay? I might have had the odd day off, like hungover. Well, it wasn't even off, but once or twice a year, you might feel a bit rough or something like that, but never sick, okay? You've decreased accidents and lost days at work. You've improved interpersonal connections and communication and connectivity, and you've improved scores on, this is all from research that was done with meditators, improved scores on your self-actualization, so knowing who you are, your self-esteem, your self-respect, your confidence levels, and your emotional and spiritual beings, okay? So on that, we will start off with are 3 to 4 minutes of 3 to 4 minutes, don't worry Adele, 3 to 4 minutes of our grounding silent meditation, where you're just going to listen for the noises around you. So yesterday I had a few groups doing this, and I could hear, you'll hear the birds, okay? Once you tune out of the mind, the busy mind, you'll hear the birds. Then you start to hear things further away. So I could hear the dog like quarter a mile up the road. So this is where we're trying to get to. So we'll do 4 or 5 minutes here to start, and we'll do 15 at the end. Sitting up nice and straight, spine nice and straight and tall, dropping the head, bringing your awareness to your third eye. Join your thumb and forefinger together there, creating a wee energy center in the body or channel. And we'll just try and quieten in the mind. Just ignoring your thoughts, letting them come and letting them go. Just starting to be aware of the breath, just entering and leaving the nose. Just the breath as it is. Don't worry about deep breaths or deep breathing yet, or big deep breaths. Just observing the breath as it is, entering and leaving the body. Just breathing in and out through the nose. Taking the hands to the tummy now. And we're going to breathe in for 4, hold it for 4, and out for 4. Staying in your quiet state. So for example, there for those few minutes when we started to meditate, because we'd been talking about Africa at the start, I started then to think about this African doctor that in Altnagalvin that treated me when I had the ear infection. And then, of course, the brain started and other stuff, and that's what it does until you just sit for long enough that that stops. Keeping the hands on the tummy on the count of 3, 2, 1. Big deep breath in through the nose, tummy out. 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 2, 3, 4. Out, tummy in. 2, 3, 4. In, tummy out. 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 2, 3, 4. Out, tummy in. 2, 3, 4. Big deep breath in, tummy out. 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 2, 3, 4. Out, tummy in. 2, 3, 4. In, tummy out. 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 2, 3, 4. Out, tummy in. 2, 3, 4. In, tummy out. 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 2, 3, 4. Out, tummy in. 2, 3, 4. In, tummy out. 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 2, 3, 4. Out, tummy in. 2, 3, 4. In, tummy out. 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 2, 3, 4. Out, tummy in. 2, 3, 4. In, tummy out. 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 2, 3, 4. Out, tummy in. 2, 3, 4. In, tummy out. 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 2, 3, 4. Out, tummy in. 2, 3, 4. Last time in, tummy out. 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 2, 3, 4. Out, tummy in. 2, 3, 4. This time we're going to introduce a mantra just into ourselves. So in our in-breath, I want us just to say into ourselves the word so. And on your out-breath through the nose, I want you to say the word ham, okay? So it's so ham is the mantra. So I'm going to breathe in, just so, and then out on the word ham. Don't worry about counting your exhale. Just have your ham exhale in there for as long as you can, okay? And we'll give it a couple of minutes, starting in 3, 2, 1. Just off you go on your own. Just keep going. Last time, everybody. So hum just means I am he, she. It's just to connect us to ourselves, okay? And I find after you do that wee one a few times, you know, you're just automatically doing, your breath to the mantra, okay? Okay, guys, so we'll just do a few wee poses here. We're nice and gentle today. We'll just open up the neck here from the chairs, just dropping the head onto the chest, just allowing the back of the neck to open up there, allowing the tummy to relax. Good. And even just dropping the head onto the chest, you might feel if you have a sore neck or shoulders or back, you'll feel a wee bit of a pull into the upper back, neck and head there. Good. Big deep breath in, taking the head onto the back of the shoulders, opening up the throat. And this is where, you know, for communication blockages or anyone who's trained in Reiki there can do Reiki on themselves. Like I would have done Reiki on myself. You know, if you feel you can't express yourself or say something, or something choking you that you just want to get out. And I would have just found it, you know, lifting or coming out. And then, you know, you just say it, you get the courage to say it. And big deep breath in, head onto the right shoulder, just over a wee bit towards the right hand side there. Feeling that stretch. Now my left neck can be tight at times, so just feeling that into that. Big deep breath in through the nose, head onto the left shoulder. Good. And back to center and down. We'll just rotate the head out as we come down. Big deep breath in as we come up round. Breathing out as we come down. Big deep breath in as we come up round. Breathing out as we come down. Let's go in the other direction. Big deep breath in as we come up round. Breathing out as we come down. Big deep breath in as we come up round. Breathing out as we come down. Last time, big deep breath in as we come up round, breathing out as we come down. Just taking your right hand onto the left side of the head there, and just moving now, left hand onto your left shoulder, pulling the head maybe that wee bit further down towards your right shoulder there, just loosening up the neck that bit more. Let's do the other side, left hand onto the right side of the head, right hand onto your right shoulder, and just pulling the head down there in the direction of the left shoulder, especially if we're very tight there, just up the side of the sides of the neck. Okay, guys, so any of you that want to get onto the mat, do. I'll bring the chair back here. So for those of you, just we'll do wee poses just for the back and for the legs, okay? If you want to start out on the chair or stay on the chair or get onto the mat, that's okay. So for those of us just on the mat, just take the feet out more than shoulder, hip width apart. And you're just going to reach forward and you're going to drop the head, legs are straight, trying to touch the toes. Likewise, anyone on the chair, just get the legs out, you know, wider than the bum or the hips there. And just dropping down, don't fall off the chair, just dropping down towards the feet. But go to where you can. If it's the knees, that's okay. Or if it's below the knees, and just breathing into that. Just getting a wee stretch out there of the back. And even if you're on the chair and you've something even to reach for there below you, if you can't touch the toes, you'll feel that stretch all the way up the glutes, into the lower back and the upper back. And anyone that's on the mat standing up, you're going to want to try and get towards those toes, but don't jerk, just use your breath, okay? Staying down, big deep breath in, breathing out, just going further and down on your out breath. Remember, the breath softens the body. And again, big deep breath in, breathing out, going forward and down. Anyone who has any trouble with their with breathing in and out through the nose in any of the poses, of course it's okay to breathe in and out through the mouth, okay? All right, guys, just coming up out of that, we'll do cat and cow pose. So on the chair, and then we'll do it on the mat. So on the chair, it's just this one, where you're bringing the chest out, and you're just feeling that wee squeeze into the lower back there, and then you're just arching the back out, and you're bringing the hands forward more, dropping the head. So it's that movement there, okay? You're bringing the hands back, feeling the shoulder blades squeezing in, and then we're coming forward, and we'll just do the same on the mat, on the hands and knees. All right, so big deep breath in, look up, and the lower back's just dropping down in now. So if you're on the chair, the hands are back, the head's back, the chest's out, and you'll feel that wee curve starting to come into the lower back, C shape. Good. And big deep breath in, make a big O of the body now. Dropping the head, arching the back, just cat and cow pose. And again, big deep breath in, looking up, bum out. Relax the whole body, guys. Just lose yourself in your poses. And again, just arch the back, drop the head. Good. And if anyone's on the mat there and they want to push up into their downward dog, just do that for about 30 seconds there. And for anybody on the chair, for your downward dog, just keep holding your downward dog, knees back, down and out. For anyone in your downward dog, just reaching out there on the chair, arching the back, drop the head, hands up nice and high. And you're feeling that arch more now into the lower back as opposed to the upper back. And up we come out of that. Good. Okay, guys, let's just give the arms a wee stretch out and the shoulders. A couple more minutes, then we'll do our Indian head massage, and then we'll do our meditation. So, sitting up nice and tall in your chair, just bringing the right arm up if you can. So remember, chin is staying the same. We're not looking round. You're just bringing your right shoulder in towards the chin. Keep looking forward. Just feeling that pull into the upper back and the right shoulder. Coming out of that, let's do the other side. Left arm across the body. Keeping the chin straight, looking forward. Just pulling that left shoulder, giving it a stretch out. Let's do the other side again. Big deep breath in. Bringing the right shoulder round towards the chin. And let's do the left side. Big deep breath in, bringing it round, breathing out. Good. Let's just do the wrists, guys. So let's see now. Right hand against your chest, back to front. Left hand on top of your right hand. So just turn your left hand, your right hand inside out, thumb down. Just pressing it against the chest. Feeling that stretch all the way up the upper arm, even into the shoulder there. Let's do the other side. Good. Let's do the other side again. So this is just for the wrists, the forearm, elbow and the upper arm. And the other side. Palm on palm, thumb down. Good. And let's just do our twist from the chair, twist of the waist. Big deep breath in, arms up, looking forward. Just turn around to the left as best you can. Feeling that wee turn and twist in the waist. And back to center. Big deep breath in, round to the right. Back to center. Big deep breath in, round to the left. Back to center. Big deep breath into the right. back to center. You can feel that. It's a very, very simple movement, but you can really feel that like clicking and even into the back. And I had half an hour's yoga this morning, and I can feel that moving and clicking from even just sitting in the chair there since then. Okay, guys, that'll do us for the wee poses, because I know you're all dying to get at the heads here. So if you face cream too, we might put some cream on the face there, and we'll just do a few of the acupressure points on the face, because we'll be working at the head anyway. So grab your face cream and your oil for the hair, for the head. So I'm just going to put on my face cream first. I use the Tropic Super Greens, and any excuse, guys, okay, just for the skin. They have one too, which I think is called Pure Lagoon. It looks nice. It's a lovely blue color, which I must get. So just putting on the face and neck cream there. So I'm gonna look like an oil, I'm gonna look like an oil painting. I'm gonna look like an oily mess, but I'll leave it on. I have a meeting at 2, so I'll have to wash it off before that. But I'll get it left on for a good hour. And now I'm just putting the oil through the newly done hair there. Great. Lovely. And just, guys, just as you're putting the oil through the hair, just in gentle movements there, run the hands over the scalp, just effleuraging the head. So as we're putting, just lean back in your chair and relax as you're putting the oil just on the hair and into the hair and through the scalp and onto the scalp. Don't forget about the back of the head. It's good. Now I just want to take the hands and a nice circular movements. Just moving the fingers just around the head. Just to stimulate the scalp. Bringing some eye to the head. If your arm gets sore, just do one at a time. Bring one hand up at a time. Just pulling the hair back again. And just effleuraging the head. So with the palm now, just big sweeping movements over the scalp. Feeling the scalp moving just with the hand, feel the scalp moving there. Good. And just bring your fingers just down there to the hairline, the center of the forehead. And we'll just massage the sympathetic stress point there on the face. Just at the top of the forehead. And just doing the third eye too on the forehead, which in acupressure, facial acupressure, is the heart, okay? It's just working the forehead. And then just coming down to the sides of the eyebrows for the sinuses. Just pressing those in. Just for the sinuses. And taking the hands up just through the hair again. Smaller claw-like movements now. Move the scalp. So my fingers are just like that. They're tighter. Just moving the scalp, okay? And just bring your awareness and attention to what you're doing to the head. Feeling the scalp moving. And again, if you want to do it with just one hand, that's fine. And any area of the head that you feel tenderness, just move the scalp over in that area. And we have a lovely meditation on abundance to finish off the course. Just on abundance, whatever abundance we need in our lives now. Maybe it's more pole, more abundance of rest. I'm certainly looking forward to Easter week. It's been 13 weeks from the 4th of January, guys, from everybody started back at work and stuff. And then we're just going to shampoo the head. So just shampoo the head. Imagining that you can bring the head down. Just imagining you're putting shampoo on the head there. Some of you that have the hair looking really, really nice have to start all over again. Good. And now we'll just come back to the face, guys. Just for underneath the eyes here, the eyebrows, is just the pressure point for the liver. This is acupressure we're using today as opposed to the facial reflexology. The acupressure, but so on the meridians. So it uses the same system as acupuncture, only the acupuncture uses the needles, okay? That's just because we're up here, we may as well do both. And then just coming to the side of the nose again for the sinuses, because I know they give people a lot of trouble. And then coming down from the side of the eye, just along the cheekbone there. And it's interesting that it's the lung point, and it's the lung point in acupressure. And it's the lung bowel point in acupressure, and it's the bowel point in facial reflexology. So I thought that was fascinating. Just giving nice pressure there. Again, anywhere you're tender. Lovely. Back up to the head now. We're just going to do our window wipers on the head. All the way back, window wipers. So they're just going like this. And just give the head another wee shampoo round the back. And let's just pluck that hair out. Just big clumps, like you were going to, lift the hair out. Just pulling the scalp now, plucking the scalp. Any of you country women, you might mind plucking hens or ducks or geese. God, I mind the time. And it's not that long ago, at Christmas time, the turkey would arrive. And Mummy would pluck it. And now, of course, it arrives all done, and you can get a turkey crown, and you can get everything. But some of you probably do remember, the turkey just didn't arrive live. Like, it just wasn't that bad. but it certainly arrived like, and you had to pluck it and you had to take out all the like the gizzards and everything. That was always a Christmas ritual. Don't know why I'm talking. I think it's the plucking reminds me of that. I don't know why I'm talking about Christmas. Good. Okay, guys, let's just tap over the head. Tapping isn't something I have done, emotional freedom technique, but it's supposed to be very good too. And there was a thing online there a couple of weeks ago, a whole like week of tapping, a tapping summit it was called, but I didn't get a chance to look at any of it. And then just running the hands through the hair again. Good. Just coming down to the chin, just for the kidney bladder point. Good pressure there. Just apply good pressure. Good. And let's just come back up to the forehead. So the right hand side of the forehead, we're up in here. The left hand side, we're here. And on the right side, it is for the large intestine, and the left side is for the small intestine. So different points on the meridians. So the meridians that go up and down the body. Your energetic body, of course. It's very, very relaxing, that. Good firm pressure. Wee bit of tenderness there in my small intestine on the right hand side. On the forehead, definitely a wee bit of tenderness, so massage that out. And then just coming down to the liver point, which is just the bridge of the nose. Just pinching the bridge of the nose. Coming down to the middle of the nose for the pancreas. And the stomach. And the tip of the nose for the heart. Just back up into the hair. Just take your fingers along the center of the scalp and just press down all the way back. Pressing down all the way back. Just coming up again, center of the scalp. Have your fingers meeting each other there in the center of the scalp. Press down on the center of the scalp all the way back. Coming in now towards like a third down, pressing. All the way back, and just above the ears, just pressing there and work the fingers all the way back. Good. Now, just grabbing your thumbs there, the two thumbs, take them in behind the ears, along the ridge there of the skull, and work them along. Just working them along. Anywhere you've tenderness, just massage it out. Press it out. Anywhere you've tenderness there, press it out. Feels good. And again, just effleuraging the head, pulling the hair out, running your hands along the scalp there. Good. And let's see, we'll do a few more pressure points, then we'll do our meditation. So right hand side of the face, so here, just in underneath the cheekbone, just for the lungs. So when we're doing the facial reflexology, this is the point for the bowel. So it's in the acupressure, it's the lungs, so it's working on the meridians. So remember, the reflexology is working on the reflex points. And the acupressure is working on the vertical meridians in the body. And just give there the face just a nice massage in an upwards direction, and just taking the hands just through the hair. Just one last time. And just getting ready for our relaxation. So just onto your chairs or sofas, get comfy for your relaxation. Lie back, feet up, arms by your side for your meditation. Arms by your side, palms facing up. You don't need to worry now about your breathing. And remember awareness, guys. We've talked a lot about awareness. So, you know, awareness, there's a lot of people when they sit down to meditate, they're like, well, I wasn't thinking, you know, there were no thoughts yet. There were. We just weren't aware of them, okay? So just lying back, arms by your side, palms facing up, bringing your awareness to your third eye this time, spiritual eye. And we'll just sit for 1 minute, just in silent meditation before I speak. Just imagining we're walking along a cliff top. It's spring. Sky is blue. We can see the boats out at sea. The sea is calm. We spot some steps going down to the shore. We just follow the steps, one by one, taking our time. We walk along the shore. There's shale underfoot and stones. We see some caves in the distance. There's a line of caves, and we just walk towards them. And the waves are washing up on the shore, and we can hear them coming in and going out, and coming in and going out as we walk towards the caves. And above each of the caves, there's a post, a board. And these are our abundance boards for whatever we need in life. Remember, if it's for our good, for our higher self, the universe, God will provide. If it's for our good, and will provide in the right way and the right time. You can choose now which cave to enter. Maybe it's love, maybe it's money, maybe it's forgiveness, maybe it's patience, maybe it's health, maybe it's peace of mind. You enter the cave. Maybe it's forgiveness. You enter the cave and there's a campfire burning. There's 2 seats. You just sit down in one and you just look into the fire, and the campfire is providing the heat in the cave. It's cozy. You notice a blanket beside a bag, and you just lift the blanket and you wrap your knees and legs in the blanket. You see this figure walking up the shore towards you. They enter the cave, sitting down in the other chair. And it's your higher self. Part of us that protects us, that speaks to us. You can call it your intuition, your soul, your knowledge. That part of us that's eternal, will live on. Our higher self automatically knows what's good for us, what we need. You just sit with your higher self, reflecting, not thinking about, reflecting at a very, very deep level on what it is you need on this earth. Maybe it's not things. Maybe it's not money. Maybe it's spiritual development. Maybe it's emotional peace. You and your higher self just get up from the campfire. You leave the cave, remembering that you can go into that cave again or a different cave at any time. You just walk along the shore where you merge back into one. You climb the steps back up to the cliff top. And you notice, does the world look any different now? Stay like this for as long as we need to, guys. I'm just going to finish off by saying that meditation, its greatest advantage is, see, we're looking for solutions and answers to problems, or for control, or for things to go away. You lose everything in meditation. You lose the question, and that is one of the greatest benefits of meditation. All of those things lose their power over us. I'm going to leave now, and you can stay just there for as long as you need to, okay, if you're nice and relaxed and chilled and calm. We've about 12 minutes done. If anyone wants to stay on for longer, do. And we'll see you again. Joanne, if you just email me there, I'm not sure what it is you're asking. Thanks, Kelly. Thanks, Teresa.
Thanks, Alan.
Thanks, everybody. We'll be in touch, guys, with the next session.
I'll just let you know, we'll be getting on back again after Easter, and we'll keep you informed about when and with the Zoom links, okay? Thanks, everybody.